I'm Cindy Brown, and let's queer up business. A new study shows companies maintaining DEI policies outperform competitors. A study by UC Berkeley Associate Professor Jacob Grumbach challenges the popular conservative claim that adopting diversity, equity, and inclusion DEI policies hurts corporate bottom lines. Analyzing S&P 500 companies following federal executive orders targeting DEI programs, the research examined abnormal returns, comparing expected stock performance against actual market performance. The findings showed that major corporations maintaining DEI commitments, such as Apple, Costco, and Delta Airlines, performed as well as, and in the immediate aftermath of anti-DEI orders, slightly better than competitors that dismantled their diversity programs or caved to shareholder pressure. The findings highlight that consumer boycotts and executive branch pressures often fail to inflict long-term financial damage, demonstrating that companies maintaining inclusive corporate strategies remain resilient in the marketplace. I mean, there's no surprise there. I mean, I think that most of the country supports DEI initiatives, and what's coming down in executive orders from Washington and from Tallahassee are just ridiculous. And those places, Costco, Apple, Delta Airlines, those are three places where we should choose to spend our dollars because they support.
I agree with you. I'm cautiously optimistic. I like to use the term, correlation does not always equal causation. Mm-hmm. Those are some good companies. Delta, you need to fly. There's no more Spirit Airlines. Apple, everybody's locked into their ecosystem. Mm-hmm. These are companies that are going to do well no matter what. And they have good branding. They have good market share. They've been around for a very long time. Does it hurt that they're inclusive? I don't think it hurts. Would it hurt them if they weren't inclusive? Yeah, I think they would take a hit popularity-wise. Would people stop buying their product? I don't know. I think people are so, I don't want to say addicted, but I think people are so involved in their ecosystems that I don't want to say that it's because they are so inclusive. Mm-hmm. I just want to say it's a great byproduct of the fact that they have such a huge market share that they're able to be so inclusive.
That's the point. That they are too big to be intimidated.
Exactly.
So they can just do the right thing.
Yes.
So I think that's
Well, so could Walmart. They're humongous.
They could do.
They could as well.
They should.
And there are a lot of other really large corporations. I get what you're saying, but I still applaud them for having the guts to stand up in the face of, I'm not even going to use the word authority, in the face of crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't have to say the name, but there are some boycotts that are still taking place. I know a lot of people in the African American community, immigrants, queer people, still refuse to shop at Target. Target's turn was very disappointing. Mm-hmm. Myself personally, I used to work at Target, and diversity was a huge part of their environment, a huge part of their policy. And when I see them at the Pride parades here and in LA, I often wonder,
pandering.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's more than one kind of person in the world. So diversity just makes sense anyway.
Right.
Like we aren't all the same. So we need to reflect that. That just makes sense to me. And I don't have a study in front of me, but I believe I have seen studies that say that the more diverse a workplace is, the more creative it tends to be.
I would agree with that, just using common sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If everyone is the same, then they think the same. Their values are the same. Their vision is the same. Change it up a little bit.
Right. How many queers does it take to screw in a light bulb? I don't know. How many queers are there in the world? I mean, you could probably, do a poll and figure out 1,000,001 ways.
I don't know. I dissociated when you said screw.
Yeah.
So
well, sorry. Sorry about that.
Hard to pull this one together. Well, there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.